Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live market analysis. We are going to be looking into the charts very briefly to see what's been going on. However, I have been very reluctant to conduct a live market analysis in the past few days. That's because we have technically seen the hint that price may not be stable for this trading week due to some fundamental analysis or fundamental event. In fact, we have not been able to see any entry to take a new trade. Well, we have a trade in the American dollar against the Canadian dollar that is very close to the stop loss right now. You can see that's the stop loss level right here. This was the entry, so we are sitting in that loss. Price has failed, all right. Price failed actually to push to the downside after respecting the upper boundary of this 1 hour expanding triangle, that market confusion sign, then began to push again to the upside, threatening to take out that stop loss. Well, to me, the pullback is still intact. The pullback continues, but the stop loss right now is very vulnerable. Price is likely going to take out the stop loss, and from there on we can see it come back down. In the very long term that I have been following price, I feel we are likely going to have price come back down. Remember, we had that inner trend line where we talked about price breaking. Okay, price giving us that breakout pullback. From there on it is likely going to come back down. So what is happening here is for price to take out all of those stop losses, then from there on coming back even below the entry level. Well, we will not want to extend. Okay, we will not want to extend this stop loss for you, because those of you who might not manage your trade properly might have taken an extra heavy lot size. So extending your stop loss to somewhere in there will just be too much. Okay, will be too much for your account. So the best thing is to allow price hit the stop loss. We will look for more trading opportunities to cover up. Okay, to cover up this loss. This is just one small loss, and so we don't need to worry about. But for those of you who can manage the stop loss, well, the best location I would like or advise you to place it right now is somewhere around in here, around the let me just look at it, around the 1.3612 level to 1.3612 level. That's the best location right now. Since this has failed, this is the best location to place that stop loss. Price again has a high probability of coming back down even to the entry level. All right, well, let's keep that aside. Let's move on to our other pairs, or let's do a final review of this pair in the daily time frame. We now have a little rising trend. This is the focal point of that trend, so we're going to keep this level. Okay, this one here seems to be violated over and over. Let's just keep this high here. Okay, I think that's basically it. Let's move on to the Forex time frame. We can take out this level right now. Okay, this one is still a level of resistance, but we can take that out. Let's keep it here. Okay, price already respected this, already had that bounce, but 2 micro. Whatever is happening here is just 2 micro for me, so I will not be trading anything here for now. Okay, all right, next one, Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Well, we did analyze this pair with a counter trend line around that level. You can see how price reacted off that level, but immediately it's going back down. That's why you are not supposed to take a blind entry as soon as price gets to a level of support or resistance. We didn't call for any trade, all right, because we were actually watching price action and nothing was given. In fact, price is trading around the long-term level of support, but we don't have any entry yet. Look into the monthly time frame. You will see that level of support that I am talking about. See how price has been respecting that level. Currently it is trading around that level, but we don't have any hint of an entry. And so what do we need to do? We need to be patient. We need to wait for the right trading opportunity. Okay, so this is the previous swing low, that support right here. Price is ought to be trading around support zones. Keep this within the weekly. Let's bring this to the 4 hours. Okay, so we can take this out. It wasn't respected at all. And keep it around here. All right, so now price is trading around support area there, and this is the next level of resistance. Again, no entry in the 4 hours time frame. We now have this level of resistance and this area here support. Well, the fact remains that price is trading around critical critical long-term level of support. This is support area. We will not click on our sell button against that area, and as it is, there is no valid entry for a buy opportunity, so we are not trading anything here for now. All right, the Swiss franc against Japanese yen. We have also analyzed this pair over the weekend. Remember, we talked about the possibility of this channel, even though we saw that possibility that price was likely going to bounce off this area. We didn't take any trade off that soon. That's because there was also no valid entry. It didn't conform with our trading strategy, and so no trade was taken. All right, for our time frame, you can see the type of market volatility I was talking about. In the 1 hour time frame, we can keep a level here. Black. All right. Okay. So in the 1 hour time frame, we will only be willing to go short if price gives us a breakout, pullback, then the continuation move. For now, no entry. The American dollar against the Japanese yen. We also analyzed this. We're waiting for a pullback to that zone to look for our short entries. Right now, no pullback yet. It's just an ugly price action at that area. So we'll keep waiting. We'll keep watching and waiting to see what's going to happen. In the 1 hour time frame, this is a level of resistance. This is a level of support. Price is more in a sideways action, not into trade. American dollar against the Swiss franc. We hope this is going to be a pullback to that zone for us to look for short entries. The bias is to the downside, so it will be more profitable. To search for short entries. However, we have not even seen any entry to go long with the type of market condition that we are seeing right here. If you attempt to take a trade, well, chances are that your stop loss is going to be hit. So for the American dollar against the Swiss franc, this is still a sideways bias. Let's be patient. The sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. You can see how we didn't even take any entry here because the system didn't call for any entries, and price just cruised through that area of resistance. So right now, even though we anticipated the channel now has failed, we can have a level of okay, let's just keep the trend line. All right, let's have only the trend line for now. So we had a trend, all right, and now a double bottom before the breakout of the trend. Let's see if we get a trend collapse entry here with despair. So we'll keep watching. It's a long-term trade coming from the daily time frame. That means we need to wait for a pullback before we can look for our long entries. In the hourly time frame, let's keep this. The average true range for today has been made. All right, so really nothing yet. Just be patient. The Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. This is trading out of the channel leg. It's trading outside the channel leg right now. But anyway, that's still support zone. You need to be hesitant going short. Uh, really ugly price behavior. Even though I am liking the type of momentum, but we are not getting the green light to take a trade. Okay, similarly, we have to delete this. The interest rate announcement early this morning coming from New Zealand dollar axis. That's the impact of the news announcement. The range that was developing has been violated by the news announcement, and of course, a very solid trend line has been broken. So we will wait again to see if we get that pullback in order to trade the trend collapse strategy. All right. So these are some trading opportunities that are developing. Okay, so that's support level now. You may not have to go long. Price is looking like it will come back down. Just be patient. The euro against the American dollar, the weekly time frame. Well, I have reduced. I have shrinked my market analysis. Instead of looking at the bigger channel, I am looking at the very smaller channel right now. Okay, so price has been sideways in the weekly time frame. In the daily time frame, still some sort of confusion, but price is more to the upside. If it doesn't go down today, then we are likely going to have more upside today. But at any rate, the price action itself is indeed confusing and really not suitable for trading. If you are taking any trade in the euro against the American dollar, um, the directional bias is more to the upside on the basis of the pin bar in the weekly time frame. On the basis of this pin bar in the weekly time frame, but it is just too messy. So for us, we have not called for any entry at this time. The euro against the sterling pounds is on, or rather we're watching at that critical level to see what's going to happen as price approaches to that point. But at this time, there is no entry, no valid entry yet. It's been an ugly type of market behavior for the euro against the sterling pounds. It's even hard to analyze. This could be possibly what was invoked. See how that level of resistance got broken, pullback. Okay, but this is a very ugly type of price behavior. All right, we're going to take this one out. Just skip that. Okay, so we just need to be patient. You can see this breaking. We just need to be patient. Hopefully, we are going to get something to trade, but the best thing you want to do is to have value for your money and stop gambling. You need to wait for the best trading opportunity to present itself. For us, we will not trade until we find something valid. Okay, so all you need to do now is to be patient. If you don't want to be patient, then you want to risk your money. Um, that is totally up to you. For us, we will wait professionally and wait for the best valid setup before we can take a trade. Anyway, if you have questions or contributions, feel free to send them across and we'll be very happy to respond to them. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.